Hey guys, this is Eric with Smarter Water. Today we're going to show you our newest 3-stage whole house water filtration system with a UV disinfection. We're going to open this box, show you what's in there, and show you how to install it. So now we got the system out of the box, and the first thing we got to do is we got to mount it on the wall. Now, it's important that the mount is sturdy. This unit full with water and filters is going to weigh about 100 pounds. So this got to be really sturdy. So what we have done here is we've taken this plank and we basically put the plank, attach it to the studs. So we use the stud finder to locate the stud with 2 screws here and same over here. So now we got the plank on the wall, and what we've done is we've measured out the distance between the mounting points. So these center points are over here, and we're going to now put the unit on the wall. There we go. Then what we do, we move it over, slide it over, and we're going to tighten the screws. Unit is on the wall. So the screws we've used are heavy-duty screws. So you gotta make sure you're complying with all local codes and make sure this is sturdy. These are heavy-duty screws. So let's take a look at the UV unit. So over here in this corner, it's spring-loaded, and here it comes out. This is the UV tube, and it's easy to replace once a year. Basically, here's your new tube. Put it in. And off you go. Back in here. This is a dry chamber. And basically rotate it back in place. There we go. All right, so basically here's the inlet. And depending on the type of plumbing you have, you would use different adapter fittings. So this is an example of CPVC fitting. And of course, before we thread this in, we would use the Teflon tape on the threads. And then it threads right in here. This is a male fitting on this side. The other side has a female fitting. What we want to do is whenever we use a female, make sure it's metal because plastic can crack. So other options are if you have PEX piping, and this is PEX A, basically you would use this fitting over here and the female fitting on the other side. If you have regular PVC, basically you would thread in the male on this side. And again, you would of course use the Teflon tape and a female fitting on the other side. Now, it's important that if you use a female on PVC, to use one with a metal band, because we've seen that if you use regular PVC fittings, they might crack. At least the females might crack. So you want to either use this one or go back to one of the other metal fittings. Other features of the system, you got 2 pressure gauges. Most people have a pressure of about 70 psi, so you can see if that's the case at your place. The filters are rated to about 100 psi pressure. The other thing is the UV power supply is right here. It's a 365-day counter, so the UV lamp is rated for 365 days. But when we plug in the UV sterilizer, basically lamp comes up green, and we have a day counter showing 365 days. That's the rated life of the lamp. Every day this will go, it will count down. And if it goes to 0, we have to replace the UV bulb. Now, the UV bulb is basically sterilizing your water in this chamber. So this is the last step before going to your house. You got filtered water going through the UV lamp and going into your house. And this is what you get in your package. You got a spinner wrench, you got a manual, you got Teflon tape, you got some bolts in case you want to put it on a concrete wall, and a spare seal ring. Let me show you how this works. So the spinner wrench goes on the unit and you go clockwise to loosen it up. Basically, we do this all the way. And then when the filter comes out, and we're showing you here what's in preloaded. So we got a pleated filter, we got a 5-micron filter, and then we got a carbon block filter. Well, this is our standard configuration, but based on your needs, we can change the filter configuration. So for instance, if you had lead in your water, we could put this filter in this place, and it would look like this. And you got your lead removal right here, and the carbon block is the final step. Other option is, if you're in city water and you're dealing with water hardness, we got our anti-scale unit, and that's, for instance, that could look like this. So there's all sorts of different configurations are possible based on your needs. So we have a mock-up installation here for you to show the principle of where the water comes in. So before the system, you would have a shut-off valve right here, and it's open now. And then coming out of the system, there's another valve right here that open, close. So whenever you change filters, you basically close both valves, and then you have to depressurize the system. So if you push these buttons, basically water will come out and it will depressurize. So you depressurize each of these filters, and then it's safe to take the filters out and replace them. So once you've replaced the filters, basically you screw the last one back here, and it goes counterclockwise, nice and snug. Okay, that's good. So now you're getting ready to put water back to the system. So you slowly open this valve, the feed valve, the water's coming in from this side. And then you slowly open the discharge side, the outlet side. And then what you want to do, you want to go to a bathtub and run water. Because after you change the filters, you got to run water for about 5 minutes or so. And there will be some carbon that will come through. But if you basically just run that down in your bathtub, and after that, the system should be good. Well, this concludes the installation instructions for the 3-filter system with the UV sterilizer. If you have any questions about the type of filters that would be right for your application, please give us a call. We'd be happy to assist you. You can contact us through our website, smarterwaterusa.com, or give us a call. If you have any other questions as well, feel free to give us a call. Thank you.